Artlist.io. Music licensing.
Hello everyone, this is the first episode of the near future. I'm excited to share with you the many possibilities the future may hold for Singapore's public transport. From bus rationalizations to new bus or train services, let's time travel to the near future. 196E. It's like we jinxed the survival of 196E. Everyone knows that this service is the main prey for LTA. In conjunction with TL4, 196E is pretty useless because 196 is already a good service to connect the CBD with the southeast and meet the high demand. So 196E is at risk of being withdrawn as well. I mean, it's self-explanatory. What do you expect for TL4 rationalization? Leave a comment down below. Do the big news this year, which is SMRT buses to Jurong West. Let me fill you in on the scenario. The Jurong West bus package will be handed over to operator SMRT buses as part of the contract PT218B, awarded in late 2023, commencing in September 2024. What surprises this handover brings along? What else would you like for the upcoming handover? Leave a comment down below. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the near future. I am very excited to share with you guys my speculations of what services BCEP could offer. There will be 4 parts in this video if you want to skip ahead. Tampines Express Feeder, Caldecott Extension, Turf City BTO Trunk, and Tengah City Direct. Okay, better get this right, because I know a couple of fellow enthusiasts already complaining about the current bus infrastructure in Tampines North, specifically of 129. But enough of that, and let's get going. Thank you guys for watching. Please give me some ideas about these amendments and introductions in the comments down below. I made this video in such a rush, since all of my next videos are coming in hot to you this week on SG1798M Transportations. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Reimagined.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Bus Marvels. Let's appreciate what the bus industry has to offer and a couple of fun facts too. As more and more buses and services are depleting, let's make the most of it and take a look at Singapore's Bus Marvels. 3 plays a key role in ferrying commuters in the east and relieving demand for Service 83. Because of Service 3's popularity and uniqueness, it's a marvelous bus service which should be preserved for everyone to enjoy and appreciate. In conclusion, Service 3 is truly a bus marvel. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Bus Marvels. Today, we'll learn about 2 interesting and sometimes confusing characteristics among some bus services in Singapore, namely red and white plates and green and white services. But sometimes, do you wonder why two different services are going the same way in different directions and just classified as a G&W service? First, what does G&W even stand for? G for green and W for white. These are to distinguish the intention of commuters whom the services attract. What do I mean? Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Bus Marvels. I'm gonna share with you how I took buses to go around Changi. So let's go. Next stop, Changi Village Terminal. When we reached Changi Village, I was enlightened by the serenity of the area. I saw the bus collective, a hotel with repurposed Scania KUBs as hotel rooms. How cool is that? With buses to Kampung Baru, Tampines, Bishan, and Serangoon, I savored the east side vibes beyond TEL4. Look at this plane! So magical on screen. But contrary to the good sides, there is a major downside to this area. Panasnya! What a wholesome day today was. I got to venture further into the east and share these marvelous buses in Changi. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something new. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you next year on Bus Marvels. Welcome everyone to the first episode of Hypothesis. Let's be detectives and look for clues to solve hidden mishaps with today's public transport and answer a hypothesis. 196 is definitely on everyone's list to be in the rationalization. But how should it be amended? First, we need to take note of where the demand is. 196 is an inter-town route, tripling with 7 and 14. The demand is usually from Shenton Way to Marine Parade. That would mean demand might drop to TEL4. There's a high chance of it, but honestly, we can't say anything yet. Only when TEL4 comes can we see the change. But for now, let's just say that Siglap to Marine Parade should be cut. How should we go about it? A viewer mentioned that it can change to Lorong 1 Geylang instead of Bedok, and it's completely possible. That just means that the history of 196 will have to be compromised, as it is one of the triplets from Bedok to Clementi. Alternatively, we can just switch the route to serve East Coast Road. What do you think? Leave a comment down. Some services I have not done, like 16M and 401. Let me just tell you my opinions. 16M will confirm rosak and merge with 16 because everyone wants that. And 16M just doesn't make sense. Like, why did it even fly down from heaven and enter into our world? Get out, 16M. I don't like you. If you don't get out, I will smack. 401 will be spared, of course. Why would you want to rosak our only service to East Coast Park? And don't you tell me about stupid DEL4. I just don't want to walk all the way to DEL4 stations because nobody want to walk also. Although I have to already. Just please don't take away my precious 401, okay? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Hypothesis. Following our request to make another rationalization prediction video for CCL6, I pondered on whether there might be any more rationalization. So in this three-part series, I will gather the necessary evidence and on-the-ground work to prove to you whether there will be more rationalization coming up. Now, let's get into it. Today's episode will address the unreliability of the MRT over the past months. I'm going to test this out to see if commuters, for now, would really switch to the Circle Line from Service 10. and the approximate number of passengers on board, and at the same time, the scene in the CCL stations.
Haw Par Villa, please mind the platform gap. Kentridge, please mind.
Only two of us got on this bus.
Next stop, after Kennedy Road.
Yeah, so now we're gonna see if there actually isn't that much demand. Okay, so let's get going. So you could say we had exited the west coast, and the fact that the highest number of people was 4 people, then WL Transit 11 is actually correct. LTA plays a big part in our public transport system, right? Well, since LTA is adding more buses and services as part of BCEP, or the Bus Connectivity Enhancement Program, I want to determine whether LTA will hence stop deleting bus services, in other words, creating these bus rationalizations, or be a factor affecting our investigation, so to speak. Now, there is something else we should pay attention to as well. Look at these two photos. Can you spot the key difference? Good. If not, why? Isn't it very clear that these are 58 and 129, two very different bus services? Okay, you can't assume that, but let's just say this is 58 and this is 129. Okay, now from the images, we can conclude that 129 here has more demand than 58 right here. Okay, so now I task you with a very sophisticated source-based question. What can you infer from the images about LTA's attitude towards lower demand bus services compared to higher demand bus services? Leave your comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. What can we conclude from this? Well, clearly, I think LTA has stopped making major rationalizations recently, which may be a lifesaver for most, but it doesn't mean that they might stop. But guys, let's end the video on a hanging note. Just tell yourselves that LTA doesn't care about us, and no less about bus rationalizations. Thank you for watching. Good evening from the SG1798M newsroom. We're excited to bring you the latest transportation news on this lovely Friday night. Welcome to your Friday night news. A common obstacle in the TEL4 was the tunneling in reclaimed land. Thus, the soil composition was also needed to be considered, as the big block of land comprised of soft marine clay and loose sand, which is unsuitable for underground works if untreated. They used a specialized tunnel boring machine just to dig through the loose sand. Kudos to the engineers who put their blood, sweat and tears into TEL4. Thank you, unnamed. Also, the stations in TEL4 are built differently from other MRT lines. Some station features include bicycle racks in stations near East Coast Park and solar panels equipped at every station exit, ensuring sustainable efforts and effectiveness. Now to the highlight of the week. Wondering why Friday Night News is being broadcast on a Thursday? It's because tomorrow marks a special day for the public. the TEL4 opening event. From 12 p.m. to 9 p.m., the public will have the exclusive opportunity to explore TEL for free. The event will feature a wide range of activities and meet and greet sessions for all to enjoy, including a lucky draw. Look at how far Singapore has come. Now, it's not just Singapore's birthday. That's right, guys. Another YouTuber in the community, Zion2024, is having his birthday today as well. Let's sing him a birthday song, shall we? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zion. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! For CRL works of Tavistock MRT Station, service 268 will have temporary changes. Bus stops 54511 and 54519 will be relocated, and the first bus timings will be moved earlier. Lastly, not only that, but LTA has also announced the following. Lastly, don't miss the opening of the Punggol Coast MRT station on Tuesday, 10th December at 3 p.m. We look forward to seeing you there, and thank you for tuning in to this evening's Friday Night News. Good night!
To find some man in 95s today. Search me up. Not one, but two. Man A22, Man A96, Man A95, Euro 6. Oh my god. And the 67 behind is a Man A22E5. Oh my god. That's so unfortunate. I'm just gonna board 168 right now. It's crazy. Trying to find an E955 on an E95E6. As you guys can see, we're moving up to Tampines. So I hope here we can find... Oh! E5. But not an E95. Not an A95, so I hope we can... Oh hey! That's our 15. Yeah, so let's just hope in Tampines we have more Man A95E5s. I love Man A95E6. I really love Man A95E6 with all of my heart. The aircon is so nice, I swear. Oh my god. Oh my god.
If you're wondering why I'm at Stadium, it's because I felt like moving light and walking to Tanjong Rhu MRT. It's not so difficult now that I look back. In fact, it only took me 10 minutes. And here we are at Tanjong Rhu. So Tanjong Rhu was the first TEL4 station I saw from the outside, and sadly, I didn't have time to look inside. The PM was also here to celebrate the opening of TEL4, marking its significance. Also, we were one of the 100 who got these balloons at 6 p.m. after the performance by the Thoughtful Bunch. Honestly, if I were to choose my favorite, it's Siglap, because I've spent so long in Siglap in my childhood, having had my kindergarten right there, and it brings so many memories. And to have a rail system, for all of these stations to have a rail system, is something on its own. I congratulate all our fellow Southeasties for making it this far to even have a singular rail system. Give yourselves a round of applause. I love TEL. I needed to get that out of myself.
Turn back. We're going to Stepford Central now. We're going to Stepford Central. I am the luckiest man in the world. Airport Central, Morganstown, Ellesmere Junction, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. Okay, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so lucky. Okay, so now we're going to hyperlapse while we go to Morganstown. So see you there.
One eternity later.
Okay, I've finally gotten a train from Morganstown. That was a big mistake. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. So right now I'm going to go to Benton because I have no other choice. While Zion right here, he has already gotten his train to Lynn by the Sea. Are you kidding? Oh my god. No, let's just go to Benton.
A few.
My next station is Wester Coast.
We safely arrived at King Abdulaziz Airport and proceeded to... Ooh, a train! Yes, there was a train to ferry passengers from the arrival gates to baggage claim, and it was very efficient. There were separate cars for alighting and boarding passengers in the train. And the train was so fast, well, it was like a roller coaster. Everything else went smooth that day, and we had gotten to our hotel in Makkah at midnight the next day at Marriott Jabal Omar Hotel. Then headed to Masjid An-Nabawi to pray. Breathtaking, honestly. It was so nice. We went to many sacred places in Medina. You are bound to get confused with all of the names. I found my match as well. The tantalizing food. If I were to recommend any restaurant, it would be Karak, or in my case, Karak Express. There's a branch near the mosque. Another confectionery shop I'd recommend is definitely B Laban. Very authentic and delicious, has a variety of desserts, and you should definitely try it. You can find it at several places in Saudi Arabia. I will be visiting the new Punggol Coast MRT station opening at 3 p.m. Let's go! And just for the fun of it,
Let's do a live review. Let's go to... Doors closing. The button is so big, and then there's a screen here.
Yes.
1250 kg.
Oh, he was coming to the
Concourse level. Doors opening.
I'm gonna take the lift, okay?
Okay. Let's see who gets there first. 7 out of 10.
One eternity later.
Let's do a lift review part 2. Lift review part 2 of New MRT Station. Let's do a lift review. Let's do a lift review. How many buttons so big and then there's a screen here.
Yeah, 2 levels because it's
125 Yeah, it's very quite different from other.
Live review. Wee.
Shut the F up.
Hey, that was not very nice of you.
No, sure. Okay, no.
Quite fast though. 7 out of 10. Exit 2. So exit 2. Also, lift review was like oh, we spawned somewhere else. We spawned at Hume Avenue. Spawn. Hume Park 1. Wow. Hume exit 2. I rode these buses before!
I said I rode these buses.
There's a
This is home, truly, where I know I must be, where my dreams wait for me, where that river always flows. This is home, surely, as my senses tell me. This is where I won't be alone. For this is where I know it's home.
Artlist.io.
Welcome aboard SG1798M Transportations. We're happy to have you on board. This is the near future. This video ends here. Please alight here. Click on the videos on your screen to continue your journey. Thank you for traveling with SG1798M Transportations. Good evening from the SG1798M newsroom. We're excited to bring you the latest transportation news on this lovely Friday night. Welcome to your Friday night news. This is your Friday night news. Good evening from the SG1798M newsroom.
Artlist.io.
Click on the videos on your screen to continue your journey. Thank you for traveling with SG1798M Transportations. We hope to see you again.